Commencement Speaker Mohammed Yunis.
Mr. President, trustees, distinguished faculty, the graduating class of 2010, the families and friends of the graduating class, good morning and Assalamu alaikum. I'm very happy this morning to receive this honorary degree. Not too many people are giving honorary degrees to bankers anymore. So thank you for making this exception for me. And also thank you, Duke University, for making me feel at home by creating this weather for me. I feel very good. And congratulations to the graduating class. You are a lucky generation. You are lucky because you have the most powerful technology in your hand
iPhone 3GS.
to create a new world. Our generations didn't have that. And the wonderful technology that you have in your hand, you will decide where you take this technology to.
Everywhere.
Because technology is like a vehicle, it's like a car. It's the driver who decides where you want to take it to. Yes, take you to. If you want to use this technology to make money, it will take you to make money. And make a lot of money. If you want to take this technology to change the world, make it a better world, definitely it will take you there. So it's your choice what you want to do with it. You are the luckiest graduating class because you are graduating from Duke University. And you are the brightest because you are the graduates from Duke University. But imagine, or remember, all the millions of young people all around the world were not as lucky as you are. They couldn't even go to school. They are as bright as you are, most of them. They'll be as creative as anybody, anywhere. But they never had the opportunity to go to even school. So that's a challenge, how we make that happen. That nobody in the world is deprived from the education so that they can discover themselves, discover their worth. With the given technology that we have now, I've been talking about for a long time, that we have the capability now to create the digital Aladdin's lamp. And that Aladdin lamp will be in the hands of the poorest women in Bangladesh or elsewhere. She will just touch the Aladdin's lamp and the digital genie will come out of it and say, what can I do for you? And any problem she has can be resolved by the help of the digital genie. We have that digital genie in our hand right now. As a poor woman doesn't have it yet. That's the challenge we have, how to bring it happen, bring it to them. If we had that digital genie with the touch screen on that, on the digital lamp, nobody in the world should be illiterate anymore. It would be so much fun to learn just playing around with that little gadget one has. That little gadget, the Aladdin's lamp, will become the friend, philosopher, and guide for everybody around the world to overcome whatever shortcoming or difficulty he or she started with. And you have just heard about my work creating Grameen Bank. And when I went back to Bangladesh teaching economics, I had no idea that I'll someday get involved in banking. I had no idea about banking. I didn't know any learning about banking. But circumstances forced me into it. And since I didn't know anything about banking, that became a big help for me. I didn't have to follow their rules. I just look at with my bare eyes and saw whatever is there and try to respond to those problems that I saw. And created a banking system which now looks like exactly the opposite of what the conventional banks do. If I knew the rules, probably I would not dare to break those rules. Since I didn't know it, I didn't have any problem creating new rules and breaking them. Conventional banks go to the rich. We made sure we go to the poor. The poorer you are, more attractive you are for us. If you are the poorest, we kind of celebrate that we found you. And it's our job to help find resources for you so that you can change your life. And we created a bank where we emphasize on the women. Conventional banks mostly go to men. We decided to go to women. It changed their life, it changed their family, it changed the country. Most dramatic thing that happened in Bangladesh in the last 25 years, any visitor to Bangladesh will tell you, it is the empowerment of women. The status of women has changed so differently back now than it was 25 years back. One after another, you see the differences that it made to people's life in the whole society. And we created a bank, unlike conventional banks, which are owned by the rich. We made Grameen Bank owned by the poor and owned by the poor women. So all the borrowers of Grameen Bank own the bank. Unlike the traditional way of thinking that you have to bring donations, assistance from the government to run something for the poor people. We defied that. We created a bank which runs by its own money. We just take deposits, just like any other bank, and lend that money to the poor women. We lend out over $100 million a month, and all this money comes from the deposits of the bank. And the bank makes profit. Profit goes back to the borrowers as dividend because they own the bank. We concentrated on the children of the families of Grameen Bank. We wanted to make sure they do not remain illiterate like their parents, who are totally illiterate. We made sure all the children go to school. And we are very happy that we succeeded in that. And then we saw streams of these children going up the ladder of education and coming to higher education. We gave them education loans to continue with higher education. So we have thousands and thousands of students in medical schools, engineering schools, universities all around the country. Many of them have completed their PhDs. And sometimes when I meet these young people, try to